Okay, that was pretty quick. That was pretty fast. I don't know what the stream can actually see, but I just had to test to see if the sound was coming through my computer. Hello, hello, hello. As you can see and hear, there's no music. And the reason for it, that is, I thought tonight was gonna be a scary night. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a scary night. And I also, as you can see, I'm not wearing the red hoodie. No red hoodie lore today because my mom bought me this, and it's so comfortable. And I got plaid shorts. Okay, it's literally the same plaid as this heart, but the shorts are really comfortable, and I feel free. Shout out to the woman within. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, there's no music right now because oh, I just realized I gotta make my mom's lunch and breakfast for tomorrow. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, there's no music because I thought it was gonna be scary night, and because I thought it was gonna be scary night, what did I think was gonna happen? I'll tell you what I thought was gonna happen. I thought I was gonna play this. You want to hear it? Get ready. This is the scariest soundtrack of all time. Oh my god, no, it's actually scary. I don't think I can do it. What just... My tablet fell and it scared me. Do you hear this? I don't think we're gonna survive that. But it just seems like it fits something that's supposed to be scary. And in my opinion, Future Diary is pretty scary. Hold on. My tablet fell. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to Zelda music. Because I'm too scared. I'm a very scared easily person, okay? I'll just let you know I get scared very easy. But listen! Do you think you can do it? Let's just pull up the book. I don't think I can do it. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I'm kind of scared. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. I can't sit here and this scary thing going on in my ears. No, we're going back to Zelda. We're going back to Zelda. I'm sorry. I'm too scared. What's the next sound, though? Okay, why did I do that to me and you? I'm so sorry. Anyway, we're going back to Zelda. Well, we're turning that down because, boy. There we go. Alright, I think that's good. I messed with the sound so much I can't even tell. Okay. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. It is 8 o'clock or something like that. And I am out late, sort of, because I was going to start reading at 7. But, I have a lot to talk about. So let's get our timers up. Dude, I left the timer running and it was at 23 hours. I was like, wow. Yeah, I didn't read yesterday because my head hurt. It hurt so bad. Anyway, let's get our timer ready. And let's yap for a little bit before we get into reading. I want to yap about a lot of things. The first thing is that my books are shipping. They're somewhere in transit. I don't know. But let's hope they come in 3 days. Like tomorrow or the day after or the day after. It would be nice if it was Saturday. Anyway, why do I have a lot of things to talk about? So It's been like 3 days since I've seen you guys, and I'm sorry. I've been struggling. I had to do my assignments, and I handed them in, and then I realized I don't think I made all the replies I was supposed to my classmates, so I might get a 0 on something, and I really thought I did everything I was supposed to. I have to study for so much stuff, and it's just like, I didn't even get a chance to. It's almost into March. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about books. We're going to talk about the fun things. So, I'm reading Future Diary, The Selection, and I started Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd rather read Bleach right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I really want to read Bleach. But we're not going to spam stories I really know I'm going to like. Because if I do that, then I have to read things that I don't want to start. And that's trauma. So... So what we're going to do is, we're going to give Jujutsu Kaisen a chance. Not today, though. Not today. There's 59 chapters of... A teeth started vibrating. And sometimes that happens. Ever since I started learning Korean, that's happened. Actually, ever since I can feel the vibrations in the air. I feel the vibrations in the air. Hold on. Hold on, I mean I don't know why I thought that would help. It kind of did. Anyway, today I was trying to say that I started reading and watching because I was supposed to study today. But my brother wanted to watch Danny Phantom and Zoe 101, so we started that, and I got bored and I got tired because I love learning, and I didn't start learning. So I decided to fold the billion clothes that's on my floor, and I wish I could show you, but I filled my hamper up with all the folded clean clothes, so shout out to me, because those clothes have been on the floor in a big pile. I'm talking like, you ever go to a laundry bin place, and there's a massive mound of clothes? That's the equivalent of clean clothes that was just on my floor. Yeah, just all in the mass corner, like a landfill of clean clothes, and I just folded them up. And I was like, if I left these on the floor any longer, I don't think they would have been clean. But yeah, I folded them up. I hate folding clothes. Honestly, I think, bro, I hate tedious tasks that I don't care about. Because I actually love tedious tasks. Like, I love clay, making clay things. I used to do it with Play-Doh. But I don't have any space, so we can't do it anymore. But things like folding clothes, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hanging up your clothes is so much worse than hanging up and then folding your clothes, though. And I wish I had a dresser because I'm not folding my clothes. Honestly, there's not a lot of space in this house, so my mom and me share the closet, and that's cool because I don't have any clothes. I literally live in pajamas. My bra. Guys, my bra. You didn't need to know that. I'm sorry, TMI. But, yeah. Literally, me and my mom share this closet, and I'm cool with that. Because in the other house I lived in, there was a closet, but I was in a worse mental state, so I never used my closet, and my room was always a mess. Like it is now, but like worse. Every house I progressively got better. Like cleaning and me and being messy are just like just hand in hand. Anyway, I don't know how we got here, but I was cleaning my pile of dirty. No, they were clean clothes. My brother washed them. He said, "Where to put these?" I was like, "And just put them on the floor." And now I folded them. And anyway, it's been there for 10,000 days. And I decided, oh my god, I cannot just sit here and fold these clothes. So I was like, dude, what if I start an anime? But I was like, I'm going to have the worst attention span ever. Right? And then I went on the website and it was like all the animes were subbed. And I was like, I don't got time to be reading. I can't read and fold these clothes at the same time. And mind you, it took me like an hour and a half to fold the clothes because there was that many clothes on the floor. Anyway, I sat there and I started watching Polar Opposites. I'm going to show you the cover of the manga right here. You and I are polar opposites. Okay, well, this way. You see, you see it? Oh, you see it? That's it. Yep, you see it. Yeah, this is the show I watched in anime form. And at first I was annoyed and I thought, dang, am I growing out animes? And then I watched a little bit later, and that pink hair girl, oh my gosh, on my side it's there. That pink hair girl. Wait, how do I do it? Come back and go down up. That pink hair girl is actually funny. She's actually mad funny. I got to the part of episode 1 where she's like, "Who the f is Gapacho?" No. I'm gonna tell you the first episode because I only watched some of the first episode because I realized I want to read the manga. So I put it on here because I want to read it. I was like, dude, this is actually funny to me because my favorite genre of animes is slice of life. I love slice of life, and I love school slice of life, but I also really just love slice of life, and I also like sports anime, which is crazy because I think I've never really watched a full sports anime. Like when I was a kid, I remember Free came out, and dude, it's like 2014, 2013, Free come out. Dude, all I had to my name is a PlayStation 3. There's no way for me to watch Free, okay? And I spilled Kool-Aid on my PlayStation 3, and it broke, and I figured out how to fix it, but the only way for it to work was if it was standing up right. Then I got a new PlayStation 3, and it was... Dude, this is how stupid I am, okay? I had my old PlayStation 3 on top of those old school TVs, bro. We call them fatbacks. The fatback TVs with the humps. Yeah, so I had a nice sized gray TV, and I put my upright PlayStation on top of there because it started, I think, was that the old one? I've had a lot of PlayStations in my life. Honestly, why am I talking about that? Anyway, I spilled Kool-Aid on it, and I was like, it only works upright. Well, let me put it on top of my TV. And one day, I ran out of my room, and it fell off my TV and perma-broke. And I was playing GTA online then. That was fun times. Oh my gosh. I used to be in a club on GTA Online. Oh my gosh, it was fun. It was like a biker crew. And I was like, oh my god, I have chingus. I have friends. But they're like all older than me, and they're all actually serious about this gang life on this game. And I'm like, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm not trying to do anything more than that. They were serious about this biker gang. Like, there was I called it everything. Anyway, why am I talking about this? Rambling McGee. Anyway, there, I watched for a little bit, Polar Opposites. And what happened to the show is, she's very, I guess, not good with showing the person that she is, so she gets overwhelmed really easily. And, because I think she's always masking who she really is. But her personality that she portrays, it does, I feel like her. I feel like her. I do. I like her, dude. Because at first I was like, dude, she's annoying. And then I was like, dude, it's me. It's me. And anyway, she got the courage on the first episode to ask the dude that's in the picture, because she really likes him because he's really himself. He only speaks when he truly has something to say. And he truly is honest with things, so it's not like he's mean or anything. He's just very himself, and he's very to himself. And one day he's by himself, about to go home, and she asks him. She's like, "Don't do it." In her mind, she's like, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." But she did it. She asked him if what way you walk home, and he walks to the right gate. So she's like, "No, I go there too. Do you want to walk home together?" And he's like, "Sure." And they're walking home together and everything. And her hand accidentally bumps his. And she was like, and she was like, I'm sorry. And he was like, nah, he didn't say anything. But then they kept walking. And he eventually grabbed her hand and walked home. And I was like, oh, what? Does he like her? Anyway, the next day of school, the dunce, he's not, I don't know if he's a dunce, but he asked this pink haired girl, I don't remember what her name is. Every day he asks her. I mean, it seems like every day he asks her, can I copy your homework? And he's like, please say, he said something funny. He's funny as heck. But anyway, the next day in class, he's like, dude, I can't, hold up. Sorry, pretend the timer doesn't. The next day in class, he's like, yo, guess Gapacho said, he said, are you in, what's that boy's name? Tani? Taheen's a spice. She's like, you and Taheen. We call him Taheen. Are you and Tahine a thing now? He's like, huh? He's like, yeah, Gaspacho saw you. And she said in her mind, like, who the F is Gaspacho? And then her friends that was listening to this, like, that is not a real person. bro, he must be insane. So it was just so funny. And I was like, oh my god, I love, like, slice of life. So I was like, oh my god, it's too good. I have to read it. And so I'm thinking, I'm going to read it. I want to read it right now. Because I can't be that far. I only watched half the first episode. And I would say it's 11 episodes. It's airing right now, so I think the last episode is probably going to come out next week or something like that. Or this week. But I'm like, do I read this now? Or do we read Future Diary and finish volume 2? I don't know. I don't know what volume I'm in for right now. And I yapped a lot, but I'm really excited because I added a lot of stuff to my anime planet. And I got my badge just since I've been on my anime planet for 2 years. Apparently I've watched 16,000 anime episodes. And I know for a fact I chose not to add things that I know I've watched, like Naruto and Bleach. Because if I did, it'd probably be like 2,000 something, right? But I didn't finish Naruto Shippuden, so that doesn't count again. And I never read. Oh my god, I want to read Bleach so bad. Bro, I could yap forever. You said I'll never get to reading? You're right. Anyway, we're gonna read. Because I've been here for 17 minutes. And I think that means I've yapped for 17 minutes. Anyway, guys, update on my foot? You want to update on my foot? No, you said start reading? Oh. Okay, but the update, oh, okay. Alright, my bad. You choose for me. Let's just have a 30-second chat, okay? Do we read this book here? You and I are polar opposites. Or do we finish volume 2? Oh my gosh. What page am I on? I'm on chapter 7 of... Wait, huh? Oh, I'm on chapter 7? I guess I am. Move. Wait, huh? Yeah, hold up. No. I'm on page 106. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back a little bit pages because she was talking. Ururu was talking to somebody. You said get right into it. I like chatting. There might be nobody here, but there will be. Hello, future you. I'm just going to start reading though because I've chatted a lot and I kind of want to read, so. I still gotta wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh. I might wake up in the middle of the night. I have a lot of work to do. You said I'm insane? Yes, I know. Okay, I'm going to read. Anyway. How do you switch timers? Clone. What am I doing? Anyway. We're gonna time. Let me know if the 10-minute yaps is ridiculous. I've been looking on YouTube for a long time trying to find somebody that does these 25 minutes and then like 10 minutes. But no, everyone does long pomos. Like hours, 45 minutes. I can't do that. Anyway, let's go. I think I'm going to finish. I really want to read You and I Are Polar Opposites. I ain't going to lie. But I had to find it, wouldn't I? And I had to change the thing. I might as well just finish volume 2. Let's just finish volume 2 and then I can change it because I completed volume 2. Alright, good luck, lucky. Have fun. The timer's here just so I don't interrupt you reading. I need a timer off my desk. I'm gonna go get that in the freaking break. I'm gonna start a timer. Let's have fun reading, okay? Let me go get the timer so I can actually track it. You said do it on your tablet? You right. Don't need to get up. Anyway, good luck. You said calm down? I know, I'm sorry. Bro. Ow. Bro. Ah, crippled in the back. Sorry. Dude. This chapter was crazy, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that dude, I don't know what's up with him. Hold on. 10-minute yap session. 10-minute yap. I was gonna yap about something else, but now I have to yap about the book. Oh my god, 10 minutes is not enough time to yap. That's not enough yap time. It's not enough yap time. Dude, this book is actually went left, but like in an interesting way. So there's some dude that's got the girl that bombed the entire school in one day just to get Yuki Teru and kill him, as well as trying to kill the fourth, which is Kuroso? Or I think his name is Kuro something. And yeah, he's apparently, I don't know which number, the 11th? He's the 11th diary holder. And let me just show you this dude, because what in the monkey is going on? Hold up, let me update this chapter. I'm on page... Hold up, I actually need to know. No! No. Oops, I'm clicking too much. I'm seeing the future. We're seeing the future. I'm on page 157. Okay, hold on. Where is it at? Where is the thing to update the pages for this book? Is this one? No? I'm in chapter 8 though, so I should update that. I'm in the last chapter of volume 2, so I'm almost done volume 2. I'm on page 157. Oh my gosh, I was gonna yap about something else, but I have to yap about this chapter. First, Entropic is here. Shout out to Entropic. Entropic is outside having a good time, drinking a little drinky, and reading some poetry, and going to switch to some mythology. And that's so cool. I love switching between a variety of things as well, because I get so excited to read so many things, and then I feel like if I confine, that's not the condense. Confine myself to one read, I will crash out. But I am going to be reading Future Diary because this book is so good, and I'm going to also read You and I Are Polar Opposites because I watched it. We're not going to talk about it. I already talked about it, but it's so good. In this one, in Future Diary, I'm on the end of volume 2. Oh my god, Zelda. Is Zelda too loud? I think it's fine. At the end of volume 2, I just read chapter 7. And it feels like a decision-based video game right now. Yuki Teru has to make a lot of decisions. So Yuki Teru, you want to see Yuki Teru? I know you do. That boy wearing the hat is Yuki Teru. And he's scarred out of his brain cells right now. Just because it's a lot of confusion going on. The fourth and Yuno and Yuki. The fourth, I don't know how to say his name. Kuroso? Bro, I need to remember. I never remember Asian names. It'd be like, bro, I was reading You and I Are Polar Opposites, and they said like 9 people's names all at the beginning. I don't remember that. I don't even know the main character's name. Anyway, in here, the fourth is the detective dude. He has updates that the 9th is at this place is where these worshippers are for this girl that can apparently tell the future. And she can tell the future because she's the 6th diary holder. She can see the future of anyone she talks to. So because she's talked to all her worshippers, she gets to see all of the things that they're going to do in the near future. And she actually knew that they were going to come there. So she actually makes a deal with them because she knows the reason they came there is because the detective dude found out that Uru, which is the knife diary holder, is kidnapped there. And she's like, I'll make you a trade. I'll give you Uru if I can get Yukiteru. Because Yukiteru is the only person that survived the dead end twice. Now, she wants Yukiteru because in her clairvoyance diary, it said that she's going to die tonight. She's got a dead end. And she doesn't know from who, but she suspects it's the followers. Lo and behold, I think the fourth leaves and they trade Yukiteru for him to go get Ururu. Though, Yuno's mad angry right now. She doesn't like that. She's mad right now. And Yuno's like, no, Yuki is really not wanting to be near Yuno after he went to her house and he opened up that door. Now, I don't know what he saw in there, but he don't trust her anymore. So their future was supposed to be he gets closer to Yuno because as they were going through the trip that day, he was getting a little bit more comfortable with understanding why she's so attached to him. But he made a decision based off his diary because he's like, oh, there's a door here. My diary says I don't interact with this door. Well, I guess if I interact with this door, I'll change the future. And he did. He interacted with that door and it drastically changed the future. After that, he do not mess with her no more. He's like, why would I trust you? I'm going to end up just like the people in this room. Now, I'm assuming that Yuno is killing people and storing them in this room in her house. There's no people there. I think she has no electricity. I don't know. No lights are on in her house. It's really confusing. I don't know what's wrong with her, but you can tell she's a bit insane. I mean, obviously, she's killing people. But you can tell there's something wrong with her. I just don't understand what it is. So, anyway, the clairvoyance girl's like, yo, give me Yukiteru, and I'll give you the knife. Yuno does not like that. Because at this point, she's trying to come along with him. He's like, no. And then, all of a sudden, the place starts catching on fire because one of the followers delivered her a blanket. And Yuno's really pushing at this point, like, oh my god, let me save you. And he's like, why would I trust you? Like, what makes you think I would trust you? And so, she leaves and she gets taken outside to the gate. And she's reading her diary because her diary's on Yukiteru. And she's seeing that Yuki is talking with the girl. The girl is basically saying in her mind things that are making Yuki not trust her. And so in her mind, this this clairvoyance girl is really not somebody that should be in the picture anymore. And so she's thinking, I'm going to go in there and kill her. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, she's like, I'm going to go in there and take care of it myself. Because she's causing him to not trust me. That's what her perspective is. Not the bodies in a room somewhere in your house that has no lights on. No, not that. But she's bro, I can't, I wish I, bro. She's a different type of insanity, though. Like, I'm not gonna be on normal. I've seen a lot of insane people in stories, but like, she's a different type of insane. Like, I don't even know how to pinpoint it. I guess it's because I don't know what is wrong with her. But yeah, she's crashing out, trying to get back inside. Then someone like sets the blanket on fire. It was the followers that they brought inside the pen with the girl she's caged herself off because she knows she's gonna die. One of the followers set her up to burn to death, and it sets the whole pen on fire. So Kuroso, the fourth, goes and he gets the water turned on so the fire can stop, but somebody's somewhere hypnotizing the worshippers, and now they're going bonkers the clown, slashing people with axes and trying to kill the fourth, no, not the fourth, Yukiteru and the sixth. Her name starts with a Tsubaki. I think her name's Tsubaki. Yeah, Tsubaki is trying to read her diary to figure out, okay, like, who's hypnotizing these people? Like, why are they freaking out? And Yuki Teru's also reading it too, and like they're realizing that all the information in her diary is based on the hypnotized people. So now she can't tell she can't tell if any of this information is true right now. So now they're cooked because his diary isn't going to help him anymore, and her diary is not going to help him anymore. So, anyway, Yuno Kasai pops up and she's about to crash out. There's a lot that went on in this chapter I didn't get to talk about, but it's time to read again, and I have to use the bathroom. I really would keep yapping, but it's time to read again. It's getting scary. There's some weird dude in here, but it's yeah. Anyway, I'm ready to read again. This book is. I'm so glad I'm reading it now and not when I was a kid, because now it's like even better. Anyway, let's read again. Let's read again. See you in the next 10-minute break. I will quickly use the bathroom, but I will be right back. I don't even know what I was reading, but I have to say this: the translator for this book is a little strange. I ain't gonna lie to you. They said some weird things in their like captions. I ain't even gonna repeat. But that dude needs some help. I'm not gonna lie to you. That dude needs some help. Aside from the translator being super weird, no joke, he's weird. Cringe, honestly. The story though is not cringe. A lot of things happen in that place that I was just like, dude, you tell me twice? So, no, what's the saying? She didn't tell me once. I don't shame on you. Fool me once, shame on you. Shame me twice. No, dude, no. No. Okay, Yuki Teru was literally in a life or death situation, and I was starting to get confused, so I see why he was confused. But if anyone's reading with me, I hope whatever you're reading is going great, because I finished volume 2. Yes, I did. I'm in volume 3 now. This is awesome. But I will not be reading volume 3 next. Just because the translator is weird. He's weird. The person themselves. No. They said some vile things. Anyway. It's just like, bro, like, I'm trying to read the story and they put like side captions of things that they said about like Yuno. And I'm just like, did you need to say that? But yeah. Anyway, this chapter was really fire. So Tsubaki, which is the 6th, actually is a scheming piece of sharks. So, the 12th, which is this weird man, well, we'll never know about him now, but, I mean, I guess we might, but, crashed out as she was going to, and her crashes are not normal. Like, you know how someone looks like riled up before they do something? I think that's the worst type of insane. The worst type of insane is when someone acts and you can't even tell that they're about to do something insane. So Yuno's just looking like, like a normal person would stare at you. Like a normal person. Like she's looking like a normal person before she reacts. I don't know what's going on in her head. It's almost like something happened to her to make her think that this is a natural instinct. Because she's really looking at like Yuki Teru. No, Tsubaki. Oh my god. I can't explain it. Anyway, I'm gonna find a picture of this weird dude. I mean, not the translator. The translator was the weirdest dude in this whole book. I'm starting to think the dude that I thought was weird is actually normal. I think that guy might be normal. Well, we will never know. Okay. There's some eyeball wearing freak. He's a freak, I tell you. So, in the basement with Minami, where she is trapped, Minane, is that even how you say it? Ururu, is this guy who treated her eye, because Ururu got stabbed in the eye in the first volume by the dart that Yukiteru used, and she fled. Well, she got captured by the 6th, which is Tsubaki, the girl that Yukiteru is trying to help and wants to slaughter. Anyway, the 12th is basically saying he has a diary where he can super hear. And he can super hear. Oh, wait. Wait. Tropic said the translator added stuff. Yes, the translator. I think the translations were a little bit off anyway, and he themselves commented on the fact that the translations were off at the end. Like, one time she said, I wasn't into deceiving since I was born. Do you want to learn? Do you want me to teach you? Which I'm sure he meant was. So there was a lot of typos and things that didn't make sense. But they said something specifically as a caption about Like, I'll just give you the first piece. She said, I know you are obsessed with Yukiteru, but blank, 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 blank. And I was just like, what? You could just type that there? Anyway, that dude's weird. And it almost turned me off from reading. But I was like, okay, he is not the creator of the story. he's just translating this Japanese comic book into English so I can read. So shout out to that action. But after that, that guy needs some help. Because she's like 14. And even if she wasn't, that's just weird. Oh my god, I can't take it. I can't take it. I cannot take the weirdness. But anyway, there's another weirdo, which is in the actual story. Oh my god, I just saw my imagination because that dude's weird. This eyeball dude, I don't know why he's dressed like that, but his diary is the diary of justice. And his diary tells him all evils that need to be removed and all the weaks that need protecting. And when he introduces this idea to Ururu, because he's in the basement and I guess he helped her with her eye, I don't know how he did that, but the subtitles or the translations could have been incorrect because that dude is doing anything. But he says that the evils must be removed and the weaks must be protected. And then he goes look at a table and there's a piece of trash next to the table. And he's like, that is the evil. And so he gets a broom and a dustpan and he sweeps it up. And I was like, yo, this dude's funny. But anyway, he's caused a hypnosis that apparently is the reason why all the worshippers are attacking Tsubaki and Yuno, as well as Yukiteru, and maybe the fourth is getting attacked. I mean, he's downstairs in some basement fixing the water pipes. I don't know what's going on with him, but Yukiteru is kind of like in a bit of a confusing match because Yuno brought up the idea like, okay, I get it. The worshippers are going to either do one thing, kill you and her, or just we use her as bait and we kill and we let her get killed and we escape. But I'm like, in the moment I'm reading, I'm just like, why? Well, she didn't do anything. At this time, she did not do anything. She just showed him her diary and they couldn't understand it because the hypnotism was causing interactions that were not true to appear in the diary. So at this point, she's just a normal girl that's about to get killed for no reason. But anyway, I guess Yuno Gasai has ultimate vision. Like, she can see everything, I guess. So she can tell that, like, you know, something's not right with her. And I think at this point, she thinks that because she believes she's deceiving him. But I'm just like, I don't see how, really. I think she's just a little insane. But anyway, the 12th, that eyeball wearing freak guy, he takes a bomb and he's ready to come kill the evils. And the evils in him is the 6th, which is Tsubaki, the girl. And basically, in his mind, she's causing all these worshippers to do all kinds of things. And he doesn't get to explain it any further because he splits into 5 and casts his hypnotism and scrambles all the people. And one of those people have a bomb, right? So one of them versions of himself have the bomb. And that version is his actual form. So Yuno gets like, oh, no, you're not doing that, because my dog Yukiteru is right here. So she's like, I gotta stop him from coming rushing at Tsubaki to kill him, because he's just gonna end up blowing up everybody. And she realizes, this is how you know Yuno's just really smart. She realizes that apparently this 12th person is blind. He just has supersonic hearing power from his diary. We don't get to learn anything about it because she crashes out, but she realizes, okay, if he's blind, only one of him will not see if I do this action, right? Because the hypnotism, she's like, okay, the hypnotized people will do what real people do. They'll look a direction if I throw something. So she grabbed the rock off the floor as she's charging to him, and she faked like she threw it to the left, right? And all of the fake people looked to the left. And the actual blind eyeball wearing dude looked to the right. So she found out that was him, and she charged at him and killed him with an axe. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if you should do that, because if you said Tsubaki's crazy, and he's saying Tsubaki's crazy, I'm putting two to two together. She's crazy. Like, one person tell me something, No, two people? Nah, dude, we gotta go. We gotta go. So, I could understand why Yuki Tendo was a bit confused because you got this 12th eyeball wearing sleek latex looking trash bag, black trash bag belt, transformation pose doing dude coming down here telling me I got a bomb and I'm gonna kill the six. And in his mind, like, she didn't do anything. So, anyway, crashed out, and now, actually, Tsubaki is evil. As we can suspect now, one dude tell you she's evil, the other dude thought she was evil. She's actually evil. And her plan was to kill all of them. And that's what I thought. I thought you was like, dude, she could have a collateral damage. I'm about to start reading, I know, but I had to say this. She could have had collateral damage. Well, I'm telling you why. Okay? The game's goal is to kill everybody and you become God. Okay? People that was there in this scenario. Her, Tsubaki was there, which is the sixth. The fourth, which is Kuroso, I think he's the detective. The ninth, with the bomber terrorist girl. Then you had Yuno, which is the second, and you had Yuki. If she killed, she would have made a collateral. And the 12th. Wait, the 12th, 6th, the ninth, the 4th, the 2nd, and the 1st. She would have killed 5 people. Oh my god. That was an ultimate plan. And all of that from one diary. She gotta be stopped. So I guess we're gonna stop her in the third book, but she's gotta be stopped. But I'm gonna tell you who really gotta be stopped. Yuno's smart. Yuno is smart, and she's a different type of insane. I don't know what happened to her, but she's really cracked. Anyway, I was so into that. We're gonna switch books now because I want to read something that's actually not about people getting killed. It's a normal slice of life book. Let's turn the timer off as I switch books because I have to go find the book. But I'm about to start real quick. I yapped too much, but I was really into the book. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh wait, that's the timer. Where's the second book at? I named it the shorter version of the title because it's just very long. I don't know how many page numbers this book has. I guess we're gonna have to go on Goodreads. Can I go on Goodreads from my computer? Yes, I can. You said hurry up. You said hurry up so I can read. Oh, my bad, chief. Let me just update my progress, please. I finished the book. I wrote 2008, not 208. Anyway, I'll do that later because that's actually useless of my time. I just need to know. Oh, it's 192 pages. Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna hurry up. This book has 192 pages. You said read it before I go to sleep? Yes. That would be nice. But I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's possible, guys. Okay, dang, I was yapping so long, it's 3 minutes now. Okay. Alright. Let me find the story. Please, let me find the story. I'll take 2 seconds. What is this called? This title is so long. You and I are polar opposites. Imagine it's not on here. I'm scared. You and I are polar opposites. God, I can't find it. I'm sad. No, what do we do? Do I just start the timer? I'll start the timer and find it on my own. Okay, have a good time reading. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me mute. Dude, this book's funny too. And it's quite interesting. Quite interesting pacing wise. I think pacing is a lot different. I think that's the pros of adapting manga. Like this manga's finished, so the pacing of the actual anime I think is a lot better than the pacing of this actual manga. I feel like when I'm past the part in episode 1 that I was watching, but I think plus the translation, the way they made the character in the actual anime is much better. Like, she's actually cracked in the anime, and I love people like that. Like, I love people like that. She's the same way in here, but I think the translations don't do her justice like they did in the actual anime. But if that was half episode 1, I can only imagine that. This is chapter 1. Like, how many volumes is in this chapter? I don't know. How many chapters is in this volume? Anyway, look at her. No. She's running. She's hauling. She's hauling tail. Bro, the pacing is... I don't really like the pacing of the story. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It just seems a little abrupt in a different way than the episode did. So now I'm debating, do I even want to read it? But then I have to wait a billion years for the manga to finish. I don't have time for that, dude. I don't want to be 33 and then I finally get to see the last episode. Like, I'll give you an example, right? I think My Hero Academia is just ending. My Hero Academia came out when I was 16. I don't... Dude, imagine I'm 16 years old watching My Hero Academia, waiting over time for the manga and the anime to adapt. Like, I think I never wanted to watch Attack on Titan, but I hear every time someone says something about Attack on Titan, it's like the waiting period was just annoying. Which I could assume, like, when did Attack on Titan finish? Maybe like 2022, 2023? I know that I was in high school when I saw Attack on Titan come out. So, I really want to talk about this book, but it's kind of like a bit hard to because it's moving so fast paced. So I can tell though how it should go because I watched the episode. I think so. This is girl Suzuki, and from my perspective, is she's masking a lot throughout the day, to be this person that she's not. I'm assuming because she gets burned out from being the way she is. So a lot of times she'll do things that she doesn't really want to do. Like, I think she wanted to go home and do her homework, but her friend was like, hey, you want to go to King Burger? There's this place called King of the Burgers and go get a burger. And she really wanted to go home and do her homework, but she chose to go out with her friends. And I think a lot of people would suspect that she's doing it because she cares about how other people feel. But it's really because she's doing it for herself. She doesn't want people to know who she really is. Now, that's not directly what she said in the book so far, but I know from the episode that's more so the accurate representation of it, right? Anyway, there's this boy called Tani. His name is, Tani. I called him Tahine last time. He's a spice. Oh my god, did you know Tani means, my friend taught me, and what language is it? Tamil. Tani, I think Tani means water, right? Anyway, Tani is a male character that is very quiet, but he's not quiet, I think, out of shyness. Just keeps to himself, and he only speaks when he really has like interest to speak, and he keeps the same manner of his speech to everyone. It's not like, you can clearly tell he's just this type of person. And Suzuki likes him really a lot just because he's so comfortable with being himself. And she acts the way she said around him, like asking him weird questions like, she was saying like, it's such a pain, like choosing mascara, because her friend asked her, "Oh, why don't you just wear false eyelashes?" Like in the show, she said, "Why don't you just wear falsies?" But she said, like, I'm trying to use, in the show, she said, I really like how in the show, her personification, she's like, I'm trying to use what my mama gave me. And she's like, it's such a hassle sometimes picking eye mascara because, is it the wet? What if I cry? Or what if I sweat? And she asked Tony, she's like, right, am I right, Tony? And he's like, I don't know. And her friend's like, why are you always pestering him with things he doesn't know about? Like the other day, she said, live singing is so much better than recorded. Am I right, Tony? He's like, I don't know. Like, he just doesn't know. So it's really cute because she's acting like that because she doesn't want anyone to know that she loves him. I think just not even out of like fear of them knowing, more so because she's fearful of them knowing a little bit about her. So I think she's really scared of showing who she really is. And so she can never kind of relate to him because, in her opinion, they're so different. He's comfortable with being himself and she's not. I don't know if I want to keep reading this because the pacing of the episode just don't feel right. And maybe it wouldn't feel like that if I didn't watch episode 1. But episode 1 just felt so good. Anyway, she and Tani go for a walk when she comes out of the bathroom. After she came out of the bathroom, she sat in there, she's burnt out. And that reminded me of when I was in elementary school, dude. When I was in elementary school, I used to go sit in the bathroom. I'd ask to go to the bathroom just so I could be a human being. Like, dude, going to the bathroom was the only time that I felt like a real person in school. No joke. Because I just sit there and just be like, wow. It's like if I was a character, I got to take the mask off. Anyway, she was sitting in the bathroom just trying to like recuperate, and when she left, she was yawning and stuff, and Tani was at his locker leaving school a little bit later, and she was just like frantic because he saw her yawning, and she was checking around and making sure nobody else was there because she wanted to ask him if they could walk home together, and they walked home together because he's a nice dude. He's not mean or anything. Because they go the similar direction. And she was telling him about her day, Bro, the other day I went to go eat this burger at King Burger, and in the show it was funny how she talked about it. She was like, it's so much burger. Oh my god, I wish I could remember what she said. But in the book she describes it as like a shellfish. I don't know what she's talking about. She's like, it's so much, it's like eating a shellfish with a bun. I don't know, the translations in here is a little different, a lot different from the show. But in the show, she's like, it's so much burger. It's like eating a burger with a side of bun. And that was so funny to me. She's like, it's so much burger. It's like eating a burger with a side of bun. And she was talking to him, and then she realized, oh, this conversation might not be interesting. But he's like, yeah, it must have been, was it delicious? He's asking normal questions, even though he's a very quiet person. And she's like, yeah, maybe one day we can go eat there. Just joking. And he's like, sure. And it surprised her. And anyway, they're walking home and she's freaking out and she like bumps his hand. And she bumps his hand and freaks out. She's like, oh my god, my bad. I'm so sorry. But anyway, as they walk, she go back to acting normal. And eventually he grabs her hand. And they walk together hand in hand, holding hands. And until they get to the midway point where they both got to break off and go different directions to go home. And because of that little interaction, she just isn't able to sleep, and she falls asleep in the corridor. I guess it's called a ginpan? A ginkan? I don't know. She obviously is Japanese and lives in Japan. I don't know what their indoor houses is called. But she falls asleep right there, and her brother comes home and be like, dude, you're cringe. Go to your room. And she's not able to eat dinner. And she ends up waking up like at 12 p.m. and ruins her perfect attendance. But when she gets to school, it's so cute because she ends up confessing to her friends that she likes him. And I don't understand why she does it so abruptly. So I'm still wondering, should I really like continue reading this? But I don't want to wait 6 years, bro. 6 years? 6 years? It is an 8 volume. That's obviously how many volumes is Attack on Titan? I mean Attack on Titan. My Hero. No, my time's up. No. It's 10:30. Do I read one more time? I don't really want to read this anymore. I think I read enough though. I really think I did. I could yap forever though, so that's not helpful to anybody. Like if I keep yapping but we're not reading, like what's the point of you listening to me yap? But look. I just want to talk about why I don't want to wait to read the manga. Because look, my favorite manga, my favorite anime of all time is Dr. Stone. If I had to watch Dr. Stone in 2022 and wait till the end of this year just to finish the 4th season, I would crash out. I'm so glad I started watching it last year. Because the fact that I have to wait till June, because I'm gonna wait till all episodes out. We're not doing this one episode at a time. No, we're not doing that. This is my favorite anime of all time. It superseded Naruto. It superseded Bleach. I have to see. I have to see. Senkuyana. I call him Senku. Okay, you said you don't care? My bad. Anyway, before I go, let me just look. What is it called? What is it called? What is that anime that took thousands of years to finish called? My Hero Academia. I just want to see how long that is. And then we'll go. What? Okay, that's Vigilante. No, that's not actually My Hero Academia, bro. Bro, these aren't even real stories. Boku no Hero. Dang! There are 430 chapters? Yeah, see, that makes sense why it's lasting so long. Anyway, yeah. Boku no Hero. That's cool. That's fire. Yo, I was 16 when I saw My Hero Academia came out. There's Vigilante, My Hero Academia. I'm not watching that. I'm not waiting 10 years to see an anime. Nothing's worth that. I'm so sorry. My lungs are filled with anything but oxygen. But I'm not doing that. I've done it with Naruto. You know I watched Naruto when I was 8 years old? I'm still watching Naruto and I'm 26. That's crazy. I'm not doing that. Who knows if I'll live 10 years from now? I don't. But yeah. I think I'm gonna DNF you and I are polar opposites and just watch it. I don't know, it's just so cute. I just need to know. Well, let's keep going. And will I keep going right now? No, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up middle of the night and go study, so yeah. I have homework. Being a university student is awesome, isn't it? It really is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm grateful. But anyway, I had a good time while reading today, and I will be back to read tomorrow because I have to read volume 3 of My Future Diary, and I need to get back to the selection. It's been a long time. I yapped so long enough. I'm so sorry, but I will see you next time. I am grateful for you being here, and I hope you have a good night. Bye bye, all humans. I'll probably wear this tomorrow. This is so comfortable. Anyway, bye bye. 9 p.m., 9 p.m., 9 p.m., 9 p.m.